Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live broadcast. Today, thank you for coming to 2022 to be CCIE expert, CCIE EI demo explanation. Can you hear my voice? Welcome to everybody. Hello. So can you hear my voice? Is normally. If you can't hear my voice, you can comment below. Hello, welcome the career guide and the black and everyone. Today we will prepare CCIE Lab demo explanation, watch your string and let me tell you more about it. And SPOTO CCIE Tutor, and welcome to join me today. Everyone is welcome to enter my live broadcast room. Today our broadcast room will explain the EI Lab demo in detail and offer unprecedented product with huge discount. Don't miss it. Don't forget to like and follow our social media like Facebook and YouTube for more updates. So you can communicate with me if you have any problems. Don't be shy. I need your active cooperation. So, do you know CCIE certification? Anyone knows can also comment below. So, here, EI Lab demo. Yes. So, do you know CCIE certification? If you know it, you can comment below. Don't be shy. I need you interact with me. Do you guys don't know CCIE or don't want to interact with me? Anyone knows CCIE EI Lab? Can you interact with me? Let's all interact with me. Oh yeah. If you want to get CCIE certification, you must join today. Yeah. Thank you for your cooperation. I think SPOTO can help you pass the CCIE exam. So many of you want to know CCIE certification, which is the expert level of Cisco system. As you can see, here is the timeline of today's schedule. I will share the overview of CCIE certification and explain the CCIE EI Lab demo and how to prepare CCIE for. We'll give some tips for you. So let's start. Let's introduce myself for you. This is my CCIE number. This is my CCIE number. This is my CCIE number, and I belong to SPOTO Gold Instructor. First, I'm proficient in Cisco and Huawei Datacom technologies, and I have 5 years of experience in after-sales technical support and manufacturers, and 2 years of project management experience. Also, I'm familiar with the network construction and troubleshooting experience of routing and switching and wireless product in different projects. And also, I am responsible for course development and training for for some product lines of the manufacturer, create the development of online platform courses, help manufacturers channel growth and technology improvement, and help the company channelization strategy. So, I would like to briefly share with you my previous experience in taking the CCIE exam. I hope it will be helpful to you and reduce the appearance of some unnecessary problems. Okay. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. I hope you can achieve your goal. Okay. I already. Okay, you are great. Now I want to be CCIE. Okay, if you choose CCIE, you must join me today. I think it must will help you. Okay, help you a lot. So you can look forward today our live broadcast. Okay, let me introduce my previous CCIE experience. I believe everyone's effort are make more money. Make more money, right? Do you want to money? Go my home. Okay. After that time, I felt my salary was very low. My salary was very low at that time, and then there were people around me who were working on the internet, and their salary who were higher than my own. So I tried to get in touch with the internet. However, when I search for some material, search online, I find it's more difficulty for me because I meet many difficulties. I can't discussion with others because there are no environment for me. So it's also waste lots of my time. So I signed up for learning institution and found that others have prepared a practice environment and the learning materials for me. So, however, in the process, I also encountered various VPNs problem. So then I kept summarizing and communicating with my tutors and my classmates. In the end, it only took me 2 months to pass the CCIE exam at one time. So I hope you can do it also. Okay, let's move to the CCIE overview. Before the introduction, I would like to let you see the CCIE holder latest part report 300 plus IE from SPOTO. The success story you can repeat. You can see this is in July 26, and this the report from our SPOTO students. So you can repeat, you can success. Okay, if you sign up our SPOTO. So I will make brief introduction of CCIE first. The Cisco certified internet expert CCIE credential is one of the most prestigious networking certification in the world issued by Cisco, and it is meant to identify top network engineering expert. And employees see CCIE as one of the most influential networking certification a network engineer can have, and those who possess them are often industry leaders due to their extensive knowledge. So you must pass CCIE, both a written exam and a practical lab exam. lab exam to obtain CCIE certification. So with CCIE, you can take your place as a technical leaders. Technology areas include enterprise infrastructure and data center and service provider and enterprise wireless security and collaboration. These are all belong to CCIE direction. So I will choose a few CCIE direction for a detailed introduction, such as the EI enterprise infrastructure list. Okay, we can see it. The enterprise infrastructure, I will introduce its detail. So these track certified professionals who work with complex network infrastructure. It tests their planning, operating, and troubleshooting skills. And the enterprise wireless, this certification shows you demonstrate a broad range of knowledge regarding both wireless networking and wireless local area networking technologies. And I want to also introduce the security. Okay, because I think security is more popular. It's popular now and popular among our students. Let's see it. Okay. So we can attention to the security direction. In this direction, this certification verifies your ability to understand, address, and prevent various modern security risks and vulnerability while applying industry-based practice. So this direction is more popular among CCIE students. And okay, I want to ask everyone, which CCIE do you pursue? What's your purpose of direction of CCIE? Okay, which CCIE direction track you pursue? You can leave your comment below. Okay, let's interact with me. So this direction, which CCIE track do you pursue? Okay, don't be shy. 3 months is okay. Yeah, yes, certainly. I will introduce it later. So, okay. So, others, do you pursue which direction? CCIE. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So maybe others are shy and they can't express their CCIE direction. But although you are interested in different direction, as we all know, as long as you engaged in networking, enterprise infrastructure is the foundation. This direction is foundation of other direction. Okay, so we must master this CCIE direction. Okay, let's introduce its. So don't hesitate to give our webinar a thumb up. Join the study group and stay tuned to get huge gift. Free EI Lab demo during the live webinar. So let's see it detail. Okay, let's introduce the CCIE theory first. Let's introduce the CCIE theory first. CCIE is widely considered the industry highest level IT certification program, commonly referred to as the Directorate of Networking, it's equipped candidate with excellent internetworking skills that are simply the best in the industry. So, however, do you know the CCIE salary? Do you know the CCIE salary? Okay, let's see the CCIE salary in USA. In USA, 2022. An example, according to the data, the average CCIE salary in the USA is $151,250 per year, and you can see from the right chart, about the person who have certified and non-certified. There are big gap between this person. All people with CCIE certified earns almost 20% than the non-CCIE, the non-certified. So you must get a CCIE. So that's why many people want to get a CCIE certification. Okay, so this data is very real, because my friends and I are both CCIE certificate beneficiaries. Some people say that the certificate is useless and the salary is still very low with the certificate. Is it really useless? The answer is definitely is no. It is not like the certification useless. It is like the position you choose doesn't your ability. If you have the CCIE certification, you must go to work in a big company, and which will make your entire technical and salary grow rapidly. I think many of you want to get CCIE certification due to this high salary, but the problem is how to get it right? How to get CCIE? I know the CCIE salary is very high, but how to get the certification? That's my big problem, right? Okay, so if this is your problem, you can comment below. Okay, anyone has this problem, you can comment below. So I will help you pass the CCIE exam, and I will give you some tips. Okay, so don't worry, I will help you prepare for the lab exam well. So let's see the CCIE job title. Okay, we can see the job title first, and then we will introduce the EI lab demo. Okay, so don't hurry. The CCIE job title in the industry for a Cisco certified in network internetwork expert include network engineer, network architect, and Cisco engineering, and so on, and the mid and senior level designation for CCIE certified professional is including Cisco consultant, senior in security engineer, CCIE system engineers, and so on. So we can see the pay scale. According to the pay scale, we can see the job title varies based on years of experience, country side, but it can be ensured that there are huge potentials for CCIE certification holder and great salary enhancement for CCIE networking professionals. So CCIE has provided us with many opportunities for employment and the job hoping to earn high salary. For example, I had two colleagues before they interviewed the same company. The skills of the two weren't very different, but one of them had CCIE certification and the other only had CCNP certification. Only had one colleague had CCIE certification and the other also only have CCNP certification. So the result must be obvious. The person with the CCIE certification is finally admitted. Therefore, the CCIE certification is our stepping stone, especially some large enterprises attach great importance to academic qualification, but when our academic qualifications are not enough, CCIE can help increase our personal advantages. So, if you have energy, I highly encourage you to hurry up and learn CCIE. So let's go to the next part. How to obtain the CCIE certification. So you need to pass one core exam and the lab exam. Okay, so let's move to CCIE exam overview first. CCIE Enterprise certification evaluates your skills with complex enterprise infrastructure solutions. To get CCIE Enterprise Infrastructure certification, you have to pass these two exams. One is written exam. This exam tests candidate knowledge of implementing core enterprise network technologies, including joystick, IPv4 or IPv6 architecture, virtualization and infrastructure, network assurance, security, and automation. The course implementing Cisco Enterprise Network Core Technologies helps candidates prepare for this exam. And after you passing the written exam, you can take the second module. The test is the lab exam. And the second is the CCIE hands-on lab exam, covering enterprise networks through the entire network life cycle and designing and deploying to operate and optimizing. So, okay, yes, if you want to get the CCIE certification, you must choose SPOTO today. It won't let you disappoint. Okay, so let's see the changes of CCIE. Okay, so as you know, the CCIE routing and switching is changed to EI Lab demo. So from this change, you can see in the current IT industry, requirements for network engineer are no longer just routing and switching, but also added SDN and programming module, and the position requirements for network engineers have become higher. So instead of having 3 modules as the old CCIE routers and switch did, the new exam has 2 modules. One is design and the second is the DOO. So, can pass CCIE without work experience? Yes, you can. Because many CCIE candidate is just a student. Okay, so you don't worry about this problem. Okay, so instead of module as the CCIE router and switch did, so you can see this has two modules. Okay, let's see it in detail. The Cisco CCIE Enterprise Infrastructure, the exam has total 8 hours. So the designing is being 3 hours, and the second module, this part is have 3 hours, and this part have 5 hours. So let's see it in detail. Automation and network program ability skills as per exam topics are an integral part of both modules. Candidates will be tested on varying technologies and solutions listed in the exam topics throughout both modules. While both modules independent from each other, there is a progressive storyline will be built upon throughout the entire HR lab practice exam. Candidates won't be able to navigate back and forward between modules. So let's see the exam detail. The design module is very similar. This part is very similar our written exam. So with the total, it has 39 questions, including a welcome question and an ending question. And you are not required to answer these 2 questions. So in total, you need to answer 37 questions. And the sum of these 37 questions consists of couple of sub-in questions. So you won't be doing any configuration in this module. This is going to be things like drag and drop, multiple choice, a simple choice, drop-down selections, all the things that you are used to seeing on a typical Cisco exam. And just like all of those exams, there is no backward navigation allowed. So once you answer the question, after you answer the question, you won't be able to make any change or adjustment your answers. So you must to pay attention to this part. Are you clearly about this part? So if you have any problem, you can comment below, and also I will answer your question. Okay? So don't be shy in our live broadcast. Okay? So in this part, you will have access to Cisco's online documentation. If you are familiar with the CCIE exam, you know Lattice is the only support tool you are allowed to use during the exam. So it is also important to note that the search function is disabled during the exam. So it is important for you to know navigating the support document. However, you can use your browser's search function, so you can search through a document for a specific keyword if you need it. So in this part, if you exceed 3 hours, you can use DOO time, but your DOO practice time will be less. So you need to control the time. So this part, since it's very difficult for for you, but it's just multiple choice. Is that easy? No, it takes many knowledge. So, therefore, the skills of network engineers are especially tested. So if you choose SPOTO, we can provide the complete information for you, so you can pass the design part is very easy. Okay. So let's see the DOO module detail. This part is very difficult for many students, include our SPOTO students. Okay, so yes, so if you have any doubt, you can comment below. Okay, after completing the design module, you will move on. The second part is deployment and operation and optimizing. So, which we call the DO module for short. Okay, first you will get the lab topology and topology framework and requirement in advance, and then it is up to you to construct how this network is built and optimized. Here is important to ask everyone to master routing and switching, and SDN and programming technology. The technologies involved in routing and switching include the spanning tree, and VRP, OSPF, EIGRP, and the routing policy, NPS VPN, BGP, and so on, among which DMVPN is a big difficulty for many CCIE scholars, because the data trained in this process is relatively complex. So, if there is a problem with DMVPN, the DO module is definitely not possible to pass the exam, because this requirement will affect the score of the other module, and once the routing and switching is not complete, it will directly affect the SDN. So, SDN experts include SDA and SD-WAN, SDA and SD-WAN and SD-WAN knowledge, so such as fabric, underlay, list, multi-site, and OMP and controller role, and so on. So it's especially some students don't have SDN foundation, it will be difficult to learn this module. So programming, about programming, this part you need to master some common Python technologies, such as how to open the telnet service of the device and extend on. To sum up, the most difficult modules is routing and switching. And SDN. These two parts is very difficult. So you need to in-depth principles, and the exam time only 5 hours. So which is also the reason why many students will fail. So let's see it. This part is about the CCIE exam score. In this part, each module has both the minimum score and the passing score. Both minimum and passing score are set on a per module basis upon exam difficulty level. To pass the exam, candidates need to score higher than the aggregated pass score of both modules and score higher than the minimum score set on each of the modules individually. So there can't be a situation where a module score is too low because Cisco need a comprehensive talent. So let's see. So alright, we have talked about lots of CCIE Lab exam overview. Now let's go deep into CCIE demo explanation and we will emphasize some key points today. CCIE Lab demo explanation. Do you interested in it? How many of you want to know about this? Please type lab demo in the comment room. So if you want to know more about this, you can type the lab demo in the comment room. Do you interested in it? Don't be shy. Everyone can comment below. If you want to know about lab demo, you can type lab demo in the comment room. Okay? Do you interested in it? Okay. Do you want to know more about lab demo? If you want to know lab demo, you can comment below. Okay. So do you guys? So you can comment. Okay, let's see it. I think many of you want to know the EI lab demo. Alright, let's go deep into. Okay, yes, thank you for your cooperation. So if you want to know lab demo, you can comment below. Okay, so I think many of you want to know the EI lab demo. Okay, let's go deep into it. So this part. So today our focus is on the data analysis of EI lab topology. This is the complete EI lab topology diagram, which mainly examines candidate deploy and operate and optimizing, and this is the complete EI lab topology diagram, which mainly examines candidates' list ability, so which is configured from routing and switching. These DOO include routing and switching and SDN and programming. So you can see its detail. This part is routing. This part is routing and switching. Okay, this part is routing and switching, and this part is SDN. SDN include SDN and SD-WAN, and the right part is programming. So you can see the detail in this diagram. In this part is belong to HQ category, and this part is belong to DC category, and this part belong to IaaS, and this part is SP1 and SP2 and SP2 and there are 4 branches below the SP. So among them, we will introduce this topology in detail. Let's see. So you can see this is the completing routing and switching module. We can see it this part requires us to accurately ensure that the phenomenon of each requirement can occur normally. If there is a problem with the routing and switching part, it will directly affect the SDN module. So, routing and switching mainly assess candidates through hands-on configuration and multiple choice question. Next, we will detail the data analysis of the relevant part of the routing and switching and the technical point used. So let's see. The first part is HQ category. So like you can see in this part is revolved technical point about spanning tree and port aggregation, OSPF and BFD and authentication, VRP, LSA and DHCP relay and snooping and the GEI-GRP protocol for IP video and so on. So students must ensure that you can understand the principle of this point, and then I will also analyze the data analysis and the routing transfer of this module for you today. First, you must configure anti-loop protocol such as RSTP and MSTP protocol and port aggregation between these three switches, and secondly, in these two switches, in 101 and 102, and these two routers, you must transmit route through OSPF routing protocol, and you should establish this part with VRP protocol between this device, and use the track function to ensure fast routing and backup gateway. And you also need to establish OSPF neighbors relationship between 101 switch 101 and switch 101 and 102 and 201 these four devices to establish OSPF neighbors. And you also need to configure DHCP address pool and the related DHCP snooping to ensure that PC 11 and 12 can obtain address normally. And also you need to configure 101, switch 101 and switch 102, and router 11 and router 12 configure the EIGRP in this part. So you need to configuration EIGRP protocol of IP video. So these are HQ category analysis. So this technique are not very difficult, mainly examining the candidate handling of details. So let's see next part is DC category. Okay, we can see it detail. In this second part belongs to DC category. Here at the point of exam. So first, you need to master OSPF and prefix separation, passive interface, and router redistribution of BGP and OSPF. And at the same time, we also share the data analysis with you. First, you should ensure that routers are transmitted routing through OSPF in the DC. In this part, you should configure OSPF in the DC, but configure the prefix separation function not to advertise type 1 and type 2 LSA. And OSPF and BGP route redistribution need to configure on routing 11 and routing 21 and 22. In this part, you can see in this part you should configure OSPF and BGP's redistribution 21, 22 and router 11. Okay. So to achieve route reusability, and the tasks should be clear during the configuration process to prevent route backhaul. Okay, so this part is very important, and so you must matter its profession. Okay, so in this part is SP1 category. Okay, let's see it detail. In this part, you need to master this knowledge point, such as BGP, VRF, NPS VPN, RD, and RT. And first, we share the data analyze first. First, you need to know EBGP neighbors between. You need to establish EBGP neighbors between router 4 and router 30 and router 3 and router 11. This device should establish EBGP neighbors. And you also need to establish BGP VPN v4 and VPN v6 neighbors relationship between these two devices. And router 3 and router 4, router 3 and router 4 and router 5 and router 6. So, and also thirdly, device establish LGP neighbors with each other. And finally, IPv6 router between router 3, router 4, and router 5 and router 6 through IPv4 BGP neighbors. So in this part, you must know this knowledge. Okay, so there is a requirement. There is a requirement about like PC11 in this PC11 and can access the router 30. Okay, so let's see it. Okay, the next part is DMVPN structure. I can tell you this part is very difficult for many students. So we can see this part. Which key point of this? First, you must know DMVPN and EIGRP and BGP and the route redistribution. Also, I need to share the and share the data analysis with you. First, you must choose. First, the branches establish an eBGP neighbors relationship between SP1. We can see the complete topology. You must the router 61 and 62 and router 70. This device should establish with SP1 and transmit the tunnel interface route of the headquarter branches. And 22 and the router 22 performs all SPF and the BGP route redistribution, and the headquarter branches then the tunnel route of branches of router 61 and 62 and 77 and establish DMVPN. We can see the this part. Okay, in this part, as just we told, you need to router 61, 62 and 70 should establish with the SP part. This part establish the BGP, and router 21 should redistribute all SPF and the BGP. Then the headquarter router 24 will learn the route, so they can establish the DMVPN. And the last part, the headquarter branches learns the route to the peer and through the EIGRP protocol. When after the fault device establish DMVPN, and they will establish EIGRP neighbors to learn the route. Okay, can you learn it clearly? If you have a problem, you can ask your question. Okay, so let's see the next part is branch 3 and branch 4. The technical point involved EIGRP, DHCP, and HSRP. In this part, we also share the data analysis with you. First, after the EIGRP neighbors relationship is established between this device, router 61 and 62 and switch 602 and 601 establish the EIGRP, and these switch device learns the default route through EIGRP, and DHCP service is configured on DHCP server SW211, so that PC can obtain the address, and the corresponding gateway device is configured with HSRP. So in this part, these two switches will establish HSRP to ensure gateway redundancy. And branch 4, no detailed introduction because the process is similar. Okay, if you want to get a CCIE Lab demo, you can join our admin. Okay, share the demo with me. Okay, no problem. So if you want to know the CCIE demo, you can join our admin. Okay, so let's see the next part is SDA and SD-WAN. In this part is relatively difficult for students, but we can see the relative knowledge. First in SDN part, segment, you must know segmentation and controller plane and border edge border edge and underlay, fabric, VN and SGT and extend on. And about SD-WAN, you need to know the role of the controller, OMP, and the root leak, and the centralization controlled policy and extend on. So in this part, if you want to do SDN part, you must ensure that the previous routing and switching can be successfully complete. So learn the SDN technology is not difficult. So let's see some key point about this SDN. Okay, candidate should understand the role of each controller, such as how to pass route through a controller in this device. This vSmart, vBond, and vEdge and vManager between controller and DAC. Okay, so and second part is how switch. This 400 and switch 501 and 502 and 510, how these 4 devices come online at DNAC. So I will share with you an analysis of process about how switch going online at DNAC. We can briefly share it with you. For example, we can see the vEdge 21 in list 21. vEdge 21 has a VPN 999 and it's near to establish with 201 and 202 OSPF neighbors. After learning the route, vEdges pass the route to vSmart in this vSmart, and vSmart will reflection through the OMP protocol is passing to other vEdge device similar to BGP reflectors, and other device also learn the route of the DC through VPN 999. So the sub interface under the vEdge establish an OSPF. This device will establish OSPF neighbors relationship with these three switches, and redistribution OMP into OSPF. So the reverse are the same process. The vEdge establish OSPF with these 3 switches and redistribute OMP into and redistribute OSPF into OMP, and the vEdges pass it to vSmart through VPN 999 and then reflect to other vEdges. So the OMP routers then by vEdge 21 and 22 from VPN 999 and redistribute to OSPF and can be learned by device in the DC. So the DNAC can manage the list for switch. Okay, can you understand this? But maybe it's more difficult for you because you haven't know this topology. So don't worry. If you want to get our CCIE demo, you can join our admin. Okay. So okay, we have talked about the CCIE Lab demo in details, and you may wonder, can I get the topology and workbook and the solution to have a try before a buy? Do you want to try it? Try our CCIE solution? Do you want to try our CCIE workbook? Do you want to try the CCIE relative materials? before you buy. Okay, here I would like to give you the special gift for live webinar. Everyone can type EI demo comment below and can get 2022 latest EI Lab demo for free. So if you want to get our workbook to try it, you can type EI demo in our comment zone. Okay, can you understand it? So if you want to try it, you can type it. Okay. So routing and switching and SDN are the most important. Yeah, if you want to get our CCIE demo, you can type EI demo in our comment zone, so we can sell its EI Lab demo for free. Okay, so you can try it before you buy. Understand? Are you clearly about it? So yes, okay, let's try it. So we will offer you EI Lab demo for 2022 latest. So routing and switching and SDN are most important and really difficult in EI Lab demo. So they are also the main reason why candidates fail the exam. So I will list a few common faults to share with you. These two parts. Okay, so let's first look at the failures reason for routing and switching. The first is about the establishment of DMVPN was unsuccessful. We emphasize this point is very difficult and very important module. So let's me briefly analyze. For example, if the router 61 DMVPN is not unsuccessfully established, you should confirm whether it is underlying data program or the up layer DMVPN program, in which range the destination headquarters is stuck in the path trace on the branch. And also you need to check whether the BGP neighbors relationship between the branch and the SP1 is successfully established, and confirm the root status. So if there is no problem with the configuration, try closing and opening the tunnel port of the headquarter branches, because sometimes it will appear some bugs during the practice. Okay, can you know it? So how long does it take get CCIE certification? Okay, this problem, I believe this problem is everyone's question. Okay, if you want to get CCIE question, if you choose SPOTO, we can help you. Only need 3 months to get CCIE certification in one time. So we will introduce it later. We will introduce how to pass CCIE exam one time. I will introduce it later. Okay. So yeah, how hard CCIE Lab? CCIE Lab, how hard? How difficult? I introduce just CCIE Lab. It's difficult. If you want to study by yourself, maybe you need to study 5 years of 3 years, and also maybe you need to 7 years. So you can know how difficult about CCIE. Okay. So we can also share the second fault about PC can't get the device. So you need to first test the connectivity of the switch 601 and 602, the DHCP service period, to ensure that the routing is normal. If there is no problem with connectivity, check DHCP relay and VLAN configuration. If the connectivity is abnormal, if the DMVPN starts normally, check problems such as root learning. Okay, so these belong to routing and switching failures. Okay, we can also see the SDN part. In this part, the most important is for PC can obtain the IP address, but many students can't get an IP address during the exam. So I want to share this part with you. First, you need to check whether the BGP neighbors between the VH and the switch is normal. And secondly, you need to check the parameter configuration of vSmart, and then test whether the connectivity to the DHCP service is normal on the gateway. And you need to check whether the DHCP service is configured correctly. And last, whether the switch interface is assigned to the corresponding VM. So you can combine this topology and this failure to learn its detail. Okay. So of course there will also be the phenomenon. There also may be other problems in the process of preparing for the exam. Welcome to communicating with us. So if you have any problem, you can communicate. You can communicate with me. What happens if the exam becomes unstable? This part, you can review it. You don't worry about it. Because the CCIE exam, CCIE Lab demo is Lab is just stable, so Cisco can't change it quickly. Okay, so you don't worry about it. And if the Cisco have changed the question, and we will inform you. Okay, can you learn it clearly? So okay, we have talked lots of EI Lab demo. I think you must wonder how to pass CCIE exam in less time. So let me tell you the passing CCIE certification secret with SPOTO step by step and our EI Lab service package. I'm not able to join the WhatsApp. You can join our admin, okay? And we will share some material with you, okay? So let's see, the next part is about the pass secret with SPOTO step by step and our lab service package. First, in this part, EI Lab has two modules, design and DOO, so we can see it in detail. SPOTO has clearly practiced standard for students. For example, it is recommended that you should complete the DOO within 3.5 hours before taking the exam. For example, routing and switching need to, and the SDN need to complete within 1.5 hours. Many students find it's very strange that DOO has 5 hours. Why are the requirements so high? Why you require me to complete within 3.5? You need to know if you in the exam you will unfamiliar with the exam environment, and you will be nervous. So these reasons are the main. These So this reason why let you fail the exam. So you must follow my standards strictly, and I will give you an effective test preparation tips. So secondly, the RAC practice environment we provide for everyone is very sufficient. You can flexible arrange your spare time to practice through the cloud. The most important thing is that our practice environment is basically the same as the examination room. So don't worry about your practical difficulties. We have already made study arrangement for you. And the next part, you can see the complete routing and switching environment, such as this part is about a complete routing in routing practice environment. If you achieve our standard, we will verify your routing and switching qualities. And if you have any problem, I will tell you where there are deficiencies to improve. And this part is about SDN practice environment and quality environment. This is a complete practice environment including routing and switching, SDA and SD-WAN, and programming, which is 99% identical to the test room. You can plan your own practice time and adapt to the test room environment for practice in advance. So when you meet the exam standard, we will help you review your practice process to ensure the quality of your practice. The overall RAC practice environment is very convenient, and the main environment is almost the same as the test room. So here I would like to briefly introduce our service process and what you can get if you choose our SPOTO CCIE training course. First of all, we will provide one-to-one service at the VIP level, and we will distribute lab material, all study material that are the same as the exam content, and we will provide RAC exercise, and RAC include iOS and the initial configuration and so on. If you encounter any problem of difficulty during the practice, I will help you solve them through the remote software. So, and also we will provide tutorial videos explaining workbook and the solutions, and it also shows you how to configure it section by section. So we will arrange for you to test the quality of practice at each stage to confirm that whether you meet the exam standards. And also we will arrange the sprint plan for you. Matters needing attention in the exam and extend on. So we will make sure you pass the CCIE in one pass in the exam. Okay, can you see it? Do you provide the courses? If you want to know the courses, you can join our admin. Okay, can you clear? Okay. So if you have any problem, you can comment below, and we will reply your question. Okay. So here is the CCIE Lab service package. You can take a look. We provide 3 months service time, then you will have enough time to practice. So you can also follow your own practice, your own timetable. It is flexible. So if you choose SPOTO, we will provide 3 months. 3 months to learn CCIE Lab. Okay. So you can see this part is about material and reg and service. Okay, so you can see it. Next part is our study plan for exam preparation. As the CCIE Lab has 2 modules, so we deliver lab service and learning materials in stage. The first stage, we will send the routing and switching solution and RS rake, and the learning cycle is 3 to 4 weeks. And it's not need to consume your local computer. Practice anytime, practice anywhere. So if you have completed the first stage, we will verify the quality of your practice for you, and after confirming that whether you meet test standards, you will enter the SDN, include SDA and SD-WAN. So in phase 2, we will send the solution about SDN and SDN practice rake, and then check each candidate practice process. So, and the programming is the same. Programming is the same. Programming is the same. So the practice is so the practice environment is perfect for everyone to learn. And the third stage, also will send your new lab version is Lab E1 Plus, a new solution. This module is not very difficult. Basically, as long as you are proficient in the older version of DOO, the new lab version preparation is very fast. And the last part is design. Material will be sent out 1 week before the exam. So of course, we will flexibly adjust the study plan according to the characteristic of each student. Some students have strong learning ability and can also take the exam 1.5 months and passing the exam at one time. So this is my preparation tips for CCIE candidate. First, you need to know the lab required and the provisioning. You must familiar with yourself with the understanding and the lab topology and the requirement, and understand the provisioning environment for each device. And secondly, you must know lab topology, data and analysis. You must practice lab content in modules and analyze the routing data clearly. And thirdly is summary and communication. Identify weak points through module exercise. Summary the fault and the problem you encountered, and share your troubleshooting idea with your tutors. Okay, and thirdly, improve proficiency. Complete practice lab version without referring to the solution to improve proficiency and accuracy. So last part is quality inspiration. Contact me for periodic quality inspiration to verify your own shortcomings and consolidate them. Communicate with the tutor more and communicate with me more, and be able to follow our test preparation suggestion. Okay, so Yeah, okay. If you want to prepare the CCIE Lab, you can join us today. Okay. Which CCIE is most demand to 2022. In this part, we will prepare some material for you. If you need this part, you can contact our admin. Okay. So these are my exchange experience with CCIE students, and I hope to help you pass the CCIE Lab exam. And these are feedback from other candidates, from our other candidate, and you can see our solution is very stable, and you can see stable, and the solution is matched exactly, and design and the DOO were exactly the same. So you won't worry about this part, okay? And so our solution is very stable. We use professionalism and service to win the trust of our customers. So in today's live sale, you can join a lower price than usual. The original price is $2,000, and now the CCIE Lab service is only $1,400. You can save $600. Please check the link on the comment zone in the live chat section to enjoy my exclusive offer for you. So if you want to join us today, you can contact our admin to enjoy my exclusive offer to you. Okay, alright. Can you see it clearly? Okay, so it's really the lowest price. So friends who like them should hurry up because this price won't be offered after 24 hours. It will return $2,000. Okay, so if you want to join me, you should hurry up, and because this price will return to $2,000. Okay. So you know almost certain that you can trust us. So I know trust us. If you have any question, you can comment below. Okay. So you can if you have any problem, you can comment below, and I also request for you, and I will reply for you. Okay. Okay, so if you have no other questions, then our live broadcast is here. So how time flies. Today our live webinar comes to the end. I hope our explanation of CCIE Lab demo and the preparation tips, as well as the SPOTO CCIE service package, can help you know why to SPOTO and why we can help you pass the CCIE exam fast. So if you want to join SPOTO, please contact our admin and join us right now. Okay. So if you have any problem, you can comment below. Okay. Okay, so if you have no other question, our live broadcast today is here. So thank you for joining our live broadcast CCIE Lab demo, and we will meet you the same time next Tuesday. Please remember to follow me, and see you next time. Bye bye.